We have fresh warnings now on a lights out situation. This time warning of a mammoth nationwide blackout that could specifically last 18 months. And they're saying that there's weaknesses in our grid, and we've known this for some time. But the former Federal Energy Regulatory Commission head, John Wellinghoff, says that he has seen for too long vulnerabilities and that the public just doesn't understand where we sit. That our government has actually gone to a lot of these substation electric providers, the companies that own the substations, and told them the situation, but then told them they have to deal with it themselves. They have to protect the place themselves. So if they were to be coming under drone attacks, they expect them to pay for and install like drone turrets and everything else to try to take them down. That's literally what the government has told them. They're on their own. And he's concerned because what they have found is startling. He says they conducted a test looking all across the country in the three big sectors here. You've got the Western, the Eastern, and the Texas interconnections. They discovered just how easy it was to cripple our entire infrastructure, the entire power supply. And with all the infrastructure, it starts with the power, then they domino. Astounding numbers, he says. If you knock out 9 total substations among the 3 grids, you can black out the entire United States. 9. It doesn't matter which 9 substations are taken offline either, he noted, as long as each one is among the 10 most important for its region. He says bad actors could black out all 3 at the same time, and those bad actors could be anyone. Okay? At any time. He says it doesn't have to be any particular substation, but just powerful. He says a group of 12-year-olds can get together and figure this out and map this out, and the government doesn't seem to have a full-scale plan. If they do, they're definitely not sharing it with the rest of these places, because they're saying, if you get a threat, you need to secure the facility and not to expect like any money or any help from the government, which is just crazy. So we have 200,000 miles of high voltage transmission lines, 55,000 substations across the country. And he's saying it's only a matter of time. He goes, depending on how quick you get whatever parts go out, and depending on what goes out, it could be from a few months to, look, we said 18 months or even more. He's saying that the United States is not ready for a year-long blackout. It's going to be catastrophic. First, you're going to have the power, then infrastructure like sewer plants, water treatment plants, hospitals. They're all only going to remain open for a short time as long as their diesel gets them by. You know, the same diesel that's going through the roof right now, sky high. Oh, what a setup. Those with emergency radios could listen in, but what are you going to do but listen? All these places have 60 days of generator fuel, the hospitals and all that, then they're out. Once the diesel runs out, or any natural gas, if anyone's running off that, it's done. It's completely done, and at that point, the food supply, water and fuel degrade within days. Okay, so cell phones are going to be down because everything else is down. People just don't understand. Internet's going to be down. Everything. And people are going to be, I'm going to tell you, after a few days, in a not good position. I don't see how this happening and lasting months doesn't leave bodies stacked sky high, because people are just not ready for it. It would rock this country, no doubt, and they could blame it on anyone, but it's something we've seen coming for a long time. They've telegraphed it for a long time, and here we've got a fresh warning. And I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you guys do have a plan. Join me for the live streams where I talk about this in greater detail. And as I always say, when the grid goes down, you better be ready. So I spent a decade telling everybody about this event. We're on the doorstep of it. The morning is they're telegraphing it again.
So the power has been off in Gary, Indiana for 7 days due to a crazy storm, right? And I thugged it out. We thugged it out through the whole 7 days. And I didn't want to get a hotel because I didn't know how long this was gonna last, and I wanted to save as much money as I could, just to, just in case, because you just never know how much money you're gonna need, because how long this tragedy gonna go on. So on the 7th day, I finally bought a hotel room, right? And it was power. We went where the power was, right? No storm, no nothing. The power went out here in the hotel room. In the hotel room. This is crazy. Yo, this is like a scary movie, bro. I don't know what's going on. Oh, now that's scary right there. My bad. It's down for a couple blocks.
Yeah.
Why?
I have no clue. Nitschko must have shut it off to work on something. But someone said they heard something pop, like a transformer.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So they're going to give us money back?
Wow.